I've already talked a little bit about action logs and newsletters. For me, action logs are the #1 way to do teacher training. If we can get our students to write about what they're doing in class, what they like and what they don't like, and if a teacher reads that weekly, not at the end of a term, but weekly, the teacher starts changing and starts learning what students like and what they don't like. But also, students very often say amazing things in these action logs. And when I was reading them initially, I said, wow, I wish everybody could read these. Okay? Not all of them, but some of them. But the ones that were wonderful, what I did was I took their comments, put them on a handout anonymously without their names, and handed it back out to the class, saying, these are some things that some of you are saying, or some of the ways that you're learning. And aren't they marvelous? I didn't know you could do this. And they started learning much more from each other. Also, when you have a wonderful activity that you're pretty convinced is a good activity, but the students don't like it, you can use this strategy. On the video with Nami, you heard about them telephone homework. She talked about telephone homework. And what I do is I pass out a class list, everybody writes down their phone number, I photocopy it, give it back out to everyone. Everybody has everybody's phone number. And the homework is to call the person below you. The last person calls the first person. And you have to ask 3 questions that I put up on the board in English. And you can speak in your native language if you want to a little bit, but try and speak in English. And they do that. After the first homework in their action logs, 90% of them say, I hate this. This is a terrible activity. It's so unnatural to speak English to another Japanese. Okay? But 10% of them write things like, wow, it was wonderful. I felt like I was really, fluent. Or my parents couldn't understand what we were saying. And interesting things like that. We put those on the handout, pass them out. Students read those. I tell them honestly, some people don't like this activity, but some people do. Maybe you'd like to read their comments. And the next time I assign the homework, 50% of them like it. They give it another chance. They buy into it. Some of their peers have said it's useful. Maybe I should try it. It's not the teacher saying it, it's the peers. And it is a wonderful activity. After 3 or 4 weeks, usually 90% of them are and they like it. Okay, there's always some that won't like it, but you can't please everybody all the time. But when you've got a positive activity and the students don't like it, it's nice to give them a little bit of influence, options of ways of looking at it from their peers that are very positive too. So it's offering them alternatives. Okay? The newsletters have become wonderful tools for me for basically, in a Vygotskian sense, making the class intermental, knowing what's on other people's minds. Okay? These are the reactions about these activities in class, and everybody gets to read them. And it's non-threatening because their names are not attached. Okay? And we can talk about it. And it's very, very nice.